Hey, you guys. Okay, it's been a minute since I went live. This is going to be a general reading for the collective. This is a collective read. So take what resonates, only what resonates, and leave what does not for someone who may resonate for. Make sure you're using your discernment and you trust your intuition when it comes to the messages that you guys receive. I'm not going to channel today, you guys. We're just going to see what comes out. Alrighty, it is currently 11:11 on the clock, which brings about enlightenment, spiritual growth. Alrighty, I also have two new decks. I have an oracle deck and a tarot deck here. Okay, the oracle deck that I will be using is What's Blocking You. Okay, this is for singles. These are for those who are in relationships. Okay, and then the tarot deck I am using today is Earth Woman Tarot. All right, but let's see. Ooh, what that came out? Mixed signals just came out. Okay, you don't let others know you are interested. Flirt and be approachable. Okay, so some of you guys have been sending mixed signals. Okay, maybe someone feels like you're unapproachable. Some of you guys can have like a rest and itch face. Okay, nothing wrong with that. All right, but let's see for the collective spirit. What does the collective need to know? For the collective spirit. What does the collective need to know? Alrighty, gang. I asked my higher self, the Most High, and the Ascended Masters to have this intuitive reading. All right, at the bottom of the deck, we have Stuck in the Past. Okay, Stuck in the Past says, let go of your ex completely so you can truly welcome in new love into your life. So some of you guys need to let go of the past, okay? Whether this is past feelings, okay? Whether this is, you still holding on to an ex, but let go of your ex completely so you can truly welcome love into your life, okay? Behind there is Untrue Stories. Untrue Story says, you tell yourself bad things. Change your stories and see the good that can happen. I'm live right now, baby. What do you want?
Can I get out there?
No, wait till I get out there. No, baby. Okay, so someone has been telling themselves bad things, and Spirit is saying, change your story. See the good that can happen. Okay, so being stuck in the past, I don't know if someone's stuck in a negative experience of the past, but need to let go of this ex or that experience with the ex completely so that you can truly welcome in new love into your life. Okay, let's see for the collective spirit. What does the collective need to know? We have getting hurt. Some of you guys may fear getting hurt because you've gotten hurt in the past. Okay, getting hurt says all love comes with a risk of losing it. Don't be afraid to floss. Take a chance. I like that. Don't be afraid to floss. Okay, take a chance. Take a risk. Okay, all love comes with a risk. Okay, of losing it. So don't allow the past to have you stuck on the hurt. Okay, let's see. Hi, said James. Hi, how you doing? Let's see for the collective spirit. What does the collective need to know? Hey, you guys that's tuning in. For the collective, we have playing games. You don't need to play games to keep the right one interested in you. Okay? So, I don't know if someone's been playing like hard to get, playing games, but Spirit is saying you don't have to play games, whether that's you feed into someone's games or you the one creating the games. But you don't need to play games to keep the right person interested in you. Okay. Maybe someone of the past play a lot of games. This could be mind games. Hey y'all. Hey. I haven't been live in a minute, y'all. Hey gang. What up, gang? What up, gang? It's been a minute. Okay. And I've been live a few months. Okay. But something about you need to let go of an experience or ex of the past. Okay, and it could be you just holding on to the hurt. You having this fear of being hurt. Like if you take a chance or a risk on love, like you're gonna end up getting hurt. I don't know if you're like testing people to see like if they have intentions to play games with you. I don't know, but Spirit is saying you don't have to play games, play into someone's games, or test anybody to keep the right person interested. The right person is going to be interested in who you are as you being your true authentic self. Okay, walking away. Some of you guys could still be like releasing, walking away from the past, walking away from the ex. Maybe you need to just take time and be patient when it comes to love, especially if you have this fear of getting hurt. Okay, you leave too quickly when things get challenging. Stay and try to work it out. Some of you guys, I don't know if you're feeling challenged. Maybe you feel like someone's playing games with you. This could be a new love interest that Spirit is saying take a risk on. Where all love comes with a risk. of losing it. Don't be afraid to take a chance or risk. Some of you guys need to take a chance or risk on love. Let go of the past where someone could have played mind games. Okay. Hey, y'all. Hey. Okay. Maybe someone, leaves before shit gets too, when shit gets hard. Unlovable. Practice radical self-acceptance and love yourself with all your flaws. Someone may need to accept themselves, flaws and all. Maybe y'all dealt with somebody who felt inadequate in the past, or maybe you just felt like maybe someone made you feel inadequate in the past. It could have hurt you. Okay. This is an attachment that you're still detaching from. Okay, some of y'all are still like angry, pent up anger. You have unresolved feelings from the past that makes you resentful towards others. So something about you holding on to the resent of the past, you being hurt from someone of the past that you were attached to. You can still be surrendering this person, like detaching from this person. But something about you feeling like unlovable, or feeling like if you jump into love, or if you take a chance to risk on love, you're going to end up hurt again. Okay. Hey, y'all. Hey. One more for the collective spirit. What does the collective need to know? Unsociable is here. Okay, unsocial. Unsocial is you need to get out and mingle with new people so you can meet someone. Some of y'all have been, isolating yourselves too much. Okay, you need to put yourself out there. Plan, set a date. Okay, meet new people. So, or get out there so you can meet new people. Okay, untrue stories also came out. It says you tell yourself bad things, change your stories, and see the good that can happen. It's almost giving me like you tell yourself like you're gonna end up getting hurt again, or someone's gonna end up sabotaging again, or they're gonna be playing mind games with you again. It's like you being stuck in the past hurt, how someone has hurt you in the past can be, causing a lot of confliction and confusion when it comes to you attracting a new beginning in love. And you're telling yourself untrue stories. Stop telling yourself that, you're going to end up getting hurt again. Stop telling yourself that someone's going to sabotage or play games with you. Okay, you're going to have to take a chance or a risk on love if that's what you want, if you want to be able to achieve love. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we have ambivalent. Okay, you say you want love, but you're not all in. Take the time to figure out what you want. Yeah, somebody says they want love, but they have this fear of like getting hurt, being played with, isolating themselves, not putting themselves out there, telling them that all love does is get them hurt. Like you have to get out of that mindset. Okay, get out of the past. Okay, you keep telling yourself that you want love, but you're not, all in. You're not putting yourself out there. Okay, addictions. I have a real job of love. I run a spiritual practice. And I also have a 9-to-5 that I work. Chanel. Okay. Addiction. You are either obsessed with someone or struggling with addiction. Get help. Someone here could be, obsessed with someone or struggling with addiction. Okay. And we have soulmate only. Soulmate only says you have many soulmates. You would be great for. There's not just one. So I don't know if you felt like someone of your past was it could have been someone in particular. I don't know if this is someone who had addictions or whatever. I don't know, but it's something about you feeling like someone is a soulmate, someone of your past is just detaching from. But you have to let go of that because there's another soulmate that you're gonna meet. You're gonna meet several soulmates in life. Okay, that you're gonna be great for. Word a soulmate, you're gonna meet several soulmates. They're the same. Okay, but let's see for the collective. Do a couple reads for you guys today. For the collective, what does the collective need to know? So far we have don't hold on to the past. You might not be holding on to the ex per se, but the experience, the fear of getting hurt, played with. Okay, can have you isolating yourself when you really need to put yourself out there. Because if you're someone who says that you want love, you say that you want love, but you're not all in. You have to be all in. You can't be indecisive about love. Okay, otherwise you're going to keep being sent lessons around love. And Spirit is saying just take your time to really figure out what it is that you want out of love. So maybe learn how to vet. Okay, really get an understanding of who someone is to see if they are interested in you. Because you shouldn't have to play anybody's games or play a game with anybody for, to see that they're interested in you. Okay, so learning about vetting so that maybe you can avoid being hurt again like you were in the past. before the collective. And this deck, y'all, is so beautiful. The illustrations on this deck is so pretty. I like this. Okay. And a lot of the decks that I purchase is from either Etsy or Amazon. So if you're ever interested in getting a deck that I have, either Etsy or Amazon has it. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Judgment card. Okay, so you're going to have to make a judgment call when it comes to something that you've been holding on to. Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. Okay. And you're someone who has sound judgment. And it's something that you're attracting that you have to make a judgment call on. For the collective, we have the Six of Pentacles. Hey, y'all. Hey. Okay, this can have to do with you getting even reciprocity. You have an opportunity to attract that. Okay. But something about you leaving someone out in the cold, a karmic that you learned a lesson about. Some of y'all could be working on like trust issues too. Collective. Okay, this can have you in lack a little bit, having trust issues. Maybe you don't trust that people will give you even reciprocity because maybe you ended up, you know, set back in some type of way in the past. But I see you attracting that. If that's what you want, even reciprocity. Okay. We have the Death card in reverse, Scorpio energy. But something about someone being resistant to a change. Whatever this change is that you've been resisting, you're going to recognize this, and it's going to help you to create balance and move forward with the Chariot card here, Cancer energy. Okay. Spirit is saying be confident in the direction that you're going in, but there's something about you need to change something. And it could have to do with you letting go. Okay. To something that maybe at one point you were invested in. Because some about you holding on to something tightly, but you were invested in it. I don't know if you're expecting something back from it, but it could really be putting you in lack, and you have to make some type of change so that you could be able to receive that even reciprocity, or, you know, have something that could flourish. Because I feel like whatever this is that you've been pouring into before, again, had you in some type of lack. And maybe there's a fear around that too. Queen of Wands. But I see you taking control when it comes to you putting distance between you and someone that you've gotten clarity about. Maybe you're going to get clarity about someone and have to make a judgment call about whether or not you're going to keep a distance between you and this person. This could be that person of the past. I don't know if you guys were like holding on to the situation in hopes that this person will finally give you the fair exchange that you deserve. And that's only for some people. But Spirit is saying let go of that ex, because I feel like this person is going to give you that fair exchange. This person could be resistant to change, and you're going to have to be the change. If you want to get a fair exchange, you're going to have to let go of someone who's not going to be able to give you that same exchange. For the collective, Spirit, we have the Two of Pentacles, and this is what's going to help you to create balance. A lot of Pentacles here too. Some of you guys could be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be. You could be an earth sign. Again, doesn't have to be. But something about you balancing things out with your finances is significant. You have a good investment coming in. Hey, y'all. A wish fulfillment with the Nine of Cups. Spirit is also saying get out of your head when it comes to rejection wounds. I don't know if you guys been rejected in the past, but this Tower moment has happened so that you could see your worth. So whatever Tower moment, upheaval, reality check that you received about someone of the past, it was to help you to see your worth. About getting even reciprocity, being given to. Maybe this person wasn't giving you fair exchange, but this had to come to an end, and maybe you were resistant to this ending until you started to see how it was putting you in some type of lack. And it could be financial lack. It could be an energetic lack, like someone wasn't giving you even fair exchange energetically, because we had the Queen of Wands. But you could be becoming more grounded in your own energy, maybe invested inner wish fulfillment that's going to help you to bring a lot of balance. I mean, you could be invested in what makes you happy. But something about you needing to get out of your head about rejection wounds to continue to create balance. Because you being rejected by this person, because this could be someone who rejected to give you even reciprocity, but it was to show you that you're worthy of more than maybe like breadcrumbs. Okay, to see your worth. For the collective, we have the 9 of Wands. This past situation could have you guarded towards what could bring you a 10 of Cups. What could bring you fulfillment? 2 of Cups, love. Okay, your guard is up really high right now. Okay, it could be up so high that it's been on a wall, and maybe that's something that you need to change, collective. Okay. Shout outs to Ellie. Hey, Ellie. What up, gang? Okay, hey, gang, what up? But something about you need to create balance when it comes to your guard being up. I feel like, yes, have high standards. You know, boundaries, but don't have it so high that it's a wall. Something about you need to change. Something about you having this wall up. Because you have an opportunity for a balanced and harmonious connection. 10 of Cups, fulfillment, happiness. And if you're someone who wants love, there's an opportunity for love, but you can't be too guarded towards love. And you could be guarded because you have this fear, again, of getting hurt, being played with. But Spirit is saying socialize, get out there. Because there is someone who, a soulmate that you are destined to have some type of fulfillment and happiness with. Okay, and it may not last like long term or forever. Okay, because again, we have soulmates. Okay, you have many soulmates who will be great for you. There's not just one. It's almost giving me like there could be a lesson about allowing things to flow. You know, who comes, comes, who goes, goes, who stays, stays, who leaves, leaves. Like, you just have to kind of allow it to flow. Allow love to flow. Not be too guarded so that you can attract the love that you desire. Because you will get to that. Okay, you're going to have to take a chance, a risk on love. We have the 9 of Swords. Okay. Black girls and long nails. You feel a way about black girls? You feel a way about long nails? You feel a way about the combination of a black woman, because I'm not a girl. Okay, with long nails. You feel a way? That's a you thing, babe. That's all I can tell you. Okay. Anyway, though, someone could be stressed out about love. This is someone who's been suppressing a lot about how it is that they feel. Now, if this is you, collective, maybe you've been suppressing how you feel, and it could be like negative emotions around love. Okay. Hey, y'all. Hey. It could be negative emotions around love. You know, maybe you've had stressful situations when it comes to love where you ended up hurt. You know, having sleepless nights, being stressed. Okay. But I feel like you've been receiving signs and synchronicities about whatever this is that you've been suppressing. So trust your intuition. Okay. Because it's the heartbreak and the pain that's causing you to have this wall up. Thank you, babe. I mean, some people's preference is long nails. Some people's preference isn't. I mean, but to act as if it's disgusting to see a black woman with long nails is crazy. End woke insanity. Okay. But thank you for the compliment, beloved. I really appreciate it. We have the 3 of Swords. Okay. Something about, you know, this heartbreak has this wall up. So this fear, that's what the Moon card is about. Fear of getting hurt. You need to trust your intuition about this fear of getting hurt. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Okay. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. So someone needs to get over a fear of being hurt. Being stuck in the past where they, you know, dealt with someone who played games. Okay. I don't necessarily see you isolating yourself, but just being really guarded with a wall up. And then we did have, I think it was unapproachable, or I think that's what it was. Like, it could be someone who wants to approach you, but may feel like you're unapproachable. Is that right? I mean, it could just be you got a, you know, a resting mean face. I mean, that's all it could be. It could be a little resting mean face. Okay, not necessarily that you're unapproachable, but I mean, it could be this guard that you have up has you a bit unapproachable when it comes to love. And Spirit is saying it's gonna work out in your favor. Okay. You're destined to turn things around when it comes to your love life. And Spirit is saying stay positive. Get out of that, because the moon card could also be, you know, being in a pessimistic mind space around love. When was the last time you shot a gun? Years ago when I went to a range. It was years ago. But I don't shoot, I don't do the shots fired thing, you know, if you get what I'm saying. Okay, I don't throw shots at nobody. We have the Sun card. Yeah, something about you needing to stay positive. Okay, getting out of a pessimistic space, you know, because it could be the heartbreak and pain that has you in a pessimistic space. If you stay more positive, high-minded when it comes to love and keep your heart space open, it's going to attract the love that you desire. Okay, and Spirit is saying really go within and find out more information. Okay, when it comes to what it is that you want out of love. Okay, we have the King of Cups, King of Wands. Maybe you were with the Queen of Cups. Maybe you were attracting someone who was in more like in a King of Wands energy. But now you have an opportunity to attract someone who will be in the same energy. King of Wands, Queen of Wands. I mean, King of Wands, Queen of Cups, King of Cups energy here. Okay, and I'm not saying that the King of Cups can't be someone attractive, right? But I feel like something about you having a more surface level relationship where you weren't being given even reciprocity. Because remember, we started off with the Queen of Wands. You know, could have felt like a spiritual connection, but it could have been a karmic connection. Okay, but now I'm seeing another like spiritual connection that's going to be built off love. The last one could have been built off superficiality, but something about you needing to change something around you having your guard up too high because you don't want to push away or, you know, have trouble letting in someone who wants to give you love. Okay, and some of you guys could still be like grieving. Okay. But I do see you moving forward in a positive direction. You still grieving could also have you conflicted and confused about your emotions. But with you going through this heart chakra awakening, I feel like all of what you have suppressed is going to come up so that you can heal your heart space, so that you can allow love in. Because a lot of y'all, it's just hard for you to allow love in after being so overgiving with love. And it's like you still want love. You say you want love, but you're not all in. Maybe you've been more guarded. You know, haven't been vulnerable. Or you're not open to being vulnerable. And if you're not open to being vulnerable, that just means you need to take your time. Grand Rising. Good morning. Okay. First live in a while, y'all. But you need to just make sure that you maintain the heart. You keep your heart space open. Heal that heartbreak. Now, if you feel like you still need time to heal, take that time out to heal. But for some of y'all, Spirit has said that y'all have taken the time out to heal. You just need to take that chance, that risk, that leap of faith. Okay, you need to put yourself out there. Get out there, mingle, meet new people. Okay, because you're going to end up meeting someone who is a soulmate. And this might not be something that lasts forever, but we have many soulmates in our lifetime. So you're going to experience happiness, bliss, and love. Okay, for some, maybe you feel like it's too soon. Okay, for love. And if you need to take time, that's fine. Okay. Or maybe you feel like you rushed into something too soon, and in this relationship, you want to take your time. Because on the too soon, it says you get too serious too soon. Get to know each other before committing fully. And I told y'all something about vetting could be significant. Maybe learning more about like vetting, taking your time, seeing who it is, who's going to want to give you even reciprocity. Something about that needs to change. Maybe even how you view love needs to change. Not just jumping into it. You know, because you could be someone who, you know, falls head over heels and then you rush into things too fast. But Spirit is saying maybe you just need to take your time. Okay, because you get too serious too soon. And that could be another reason why I see you end up getting hurt. Because you don't take your time out to vet. And maybe you rushed the situation in the past with someone of the past. Okay, that you're still trying to let go of. All right. I'm about to get ready and do one more reading for you, gang. I hope that gave you the insight and the clarity that you needed. All right, and I appreciate all of you that are tuning in, tapping in to the reading. Okay, I'm going to do one more with this deck. Or do I want to switch decks? I don't think I'm going to do one more with this deck. I think I'm going to add another deck. Hope you guys are having a good weekend. I'm finally able to really get some free time. My baby, she's doing well, by the way. Thank you for everyone who sent out prayers and blessings. I really appreciate it. She healed really fast, surprisingly. I mean, she's a kid, you know, but she really did. And I really appreciate it. All the blessings, the prayers. Okay. Well, let's see. I think I'm going to start with this deck and then go into these. For the collective, 1414. Okay, 1144. 1144 means that you're ready for the next phase or chapter of your life. Okay, let's see for the collective spirit. Now for some, because I started the reading off at 11:11 and I'm starting this reading off, it's 11:37. But seeing 14:14, 11:11, I feel like someone's receiving enlightenment that's preparing them for the next phase or chapter of their life. Okay, you could be seeing those numbers 11:11, 444, 11:44. For the collective spirit, what does the collective need to know? For the collective spirit, what does the collective need to know? Thank you guys for the super thanks, the super chats, the gifts. I really appreciate it. I see it. I appreciate it. Thank you. For the collective spirit, what does the collective need to know? Alrighty, gang, at the bottom of the deck, we have faith, healing, and meditation, praying. Okay, so someone's been praying, meditating, focusing on healing. Okay, we have I miss you behind here. There could be someone who misses you, collective. Okay, but I feel like you've been focused a lot on just your spiritual gifts. Tapping into your spiritual gifts. Okay. Praying, healing, meditating. Okay, let's see for the collective spirit. Fall is significant. I know we're in the midst of fall, but fall is significant. Okay, memories. Someone's been really nostalgic. Someone who misses you has been really nostalgic. Maybe you miss someone. I don't know. You just switch the roles and you take out the next few. But someone's been going down memory lane. Maybe looking at pictures. Someone could have like Polaroids. I don't know if you guys had like a Polaroid camera took Polaroids. Okay, for the collective spirit. We have happily single, doing you, dating, stress-free, setting goals, career-focused. You could be happily single. Okay. Maybe just focusing on yourself, your faith, healing, your gifts. Okay, doing you. You could be dating. You know, some of you guys could be open to dating if you're not dating someone currently. Okay, stress-free. You know, setting goals, career-focused. I love to hear it. Okay, because period. Let's see one more. Out of this deck, we have my way, selfish, stubborn, arrogant, pride, and ego. I heard true colors. Maybe you've seen someone's true colors. Someone who is stubborn, selfish, arrogant. This could be that person in your energy who's going down memory lane, missing you. Okay. Under pressure, anxiety, decisions, time running out. Someone could feel like time is running out for them. Could be a stubborn energy. Someone's been nostalgic, missing you. Maybe because you're looking at something as an ending. Someone won't be able to have their way with you anymore. Get their way when it comes to a situation involving you anymore. It's definitely giving me a situation you prayed your way out of. Now this person could be feeling under pressure. Stressed with a decision to make because they feel like time is running out. Okay, time is an illusion. You are right. We have feminine, divine feminine on the board. Okay. Divine masculine on the board. Behind there is massive regrets. Someone here has massive regrets. Now, it could be that divine feminine and divine masculine are single, happily single. Maybe you were dealing with somebody of the past who felt like they were going to have their way. You know, now they're missing you. Okay. Definitely giving me like you're on like a rise. You're elevating. Massive regrets. Now someone's in regret. Could be someone trying to drink to cope. Okay. Shocking news. Too late. Someone's going to receive shocking news. It's too late. Maybe, I mean, this person being stressed about time running out. Maybe time has run out. Okay. I don't know if this was someone who was planning to still have their way with you. Or if they felt like they were going to make a return. Because the memories card is kind of giving me like the Six of Cups. Someone being nostalgic. They can also represent someone wanting to make a return. Someone may want to make a return. They may feel like time is running out for them to be able to return. Because they miss you. I don't know if this person is still stubborn and set in their way and being arrogant. Maybe that's why you look at it as time's up. Like it's too late for this person to try to return. You know, you praise your way out of it and you're not going to return to something that you praise your way out of. That's what it's giving me. Okay. Before the collective spirit. What does the collective need to know? For the collective spirit. What does the collective need to know? Alrighty, gang. On the bottom of this deck, we have Lone Wolf. Okay, Lone Wolf says, are you really a loner or are you afraid of loving someone who could hurt you? Oh, okay. So are you really a learner or are you just afraid of loving someone who could hurt you? So you need to tell yourself, ask yourself that, collective. Because some of y'all have been in isolation. And I feel like in that first reading that I just did, that was significant. Maybe some of you guys need this isolation. But you might be isolating yourself because you fear, again, like I said, or are afraid. You fear of being in love because of the hurt. You fear someone hurting you again. Okay. Let's see. For the collective. We have tolerating abuse. Any kind of abuse is not okay. You deserve someone who treats you well. Someone here is tolerating abuse. Okay. And that's any abuse of any kind. Mentally, emotionally, verbally. Okay. Physically. No type of abuse is okay. Tolerating any type of abuse is okay. Now, maybe someone realized this, dealing with someone of the past, which helped them to see their worth. But whatever abuse that you've had experienced, okay, could have you in fear of being hurt. Someone could currently be tolerating abuse. Let's see for the collective spirit. What does the collective need to know? We have not committed, always chasing or being chased. You must be willing to commit to one person. Okay. Someone has a tie to someone. This statue, they're like tied. There's a tie. I hope someone isn't tied to their abuser. Okay. Sometimes people who go through narcissistic abuse can sometimes, you know, have a hard attachment. Could take some who are really strong-willed, you know, months to years, a couple years to get, you know, let go of somebody. Someone who is more weak-willed, you know, it may take them, you know, decades to let go of someone, you know. But it's almost giving me like someone holding on to a tie that they have to someone, and it could be someone who's abusive. Okay, I don't know if this is someone that you detached from of the past who caused some type of heartbreak to you. Eye candy, beauty is fading. Choose someone for their inner beauty and their personality. Someone could have gotten to a connection because they seen someone as eye candy. Okay. Cord cut, didn't cut. That's what it looks like on this not committed card. It looks like a cord that hasn't been cut that needs to be cut. And I don't know if this is by the person who's always chasing or the one that's being chased. It says, are you always chasing or being chased? You must be willing to commit to one person. I feel like there is someone who is committed to being one person. That's why they have this tie to this person. There could be someone here who's non-committal or fear commitment. Could be someone who's being abusive to another it's almost giving me like the runner being abusive to the chaser in a connection. Now this could be someone of the past that you had a lover chaser connection with, that you chose to be single from, who felt like they were gonna have their way in a connection. And their way could be to, you know, not be committed to one person. Maybe that's what you like. You know, I'd rather be single than be with someone who can't be committed to one person, especially if that's what you want. I don't see you tolerating the abuse, but someone could be. Okay, maybe you have in the past. Someone could have gotten with someone just because of their looks. And Spirit is saying, choose someone for their inner beauty, not in their personality, not just for their looks, because looks fade. So I don't know if someone was with another for their looks, for eye candy. Okay, let's see. I'm going to grab one more out of this deck. Love sucks. You have stopped believing in love. Let yourself heal and you can be open again. Someone's having trouble believing in love. I feel like they need to let go of heartbreak. It's really giving me like the same energy, gang, from the last from the last reading. Okay, it's just showing in this deck now instead of the tarot. Like someone rather be alone. They're happily single. And there's nothing wrong with you rather being alone. But in our relationships, in our commitments, is how we learn more about ourselves so that we can heal. Okay, so that we can grow, so we can, you know, be mirrored in our relationship, so that we can know what we need to heal and grow from. If you're always by yourself, you won't really know about these things. And if your last experience was an abusive relationship where you could have tolerated too much and then, you know, you finally decided to end it because you've seen your worth, I don't know. It can have you feeling like someone feels like love sucks. Like they've been isolating themselves. Could be someone who's single, isolating themselves. But Spirit is saying, are you a loner? Because this could be someone who goes around and be like, you know, I'm a loner, you know, forget love, okay? But it's almost giving me someone who wants love. Okay, are you really a loner, or are you just afraid of loving again because you feel like you might get hurt? Okay. Or, you know, you stop believing in love because you still need to heal from that hurt. Okay. And you can still be doing this because we have praying, faith, healing, meditation. You can still be praying and healing. But I feel like something about you being open to a connection. Now, I don't know if you feel like you've made massive mistakes in the past and you don't want to, you know, make the mistake of getting into a commitment with somebody who's non-committal or, you know, not as committed as you. Okay, you could also have someone who was non-committal in the past. Now feel like they made massive regret. Now they feel like they have made a massive regret. Could be trying to cope. Okay, especially if they find out that it's too late, because for some, y'all really just moved on to choose yourself to be single. For some, maybe you're moving on to be in a new relationship. Someone's definitely fucked up over you. This is peeking out. Someone's fucked up over you. Okay. At the bottom of this deck is age issues. You feel too old or young to date, or you have issues with your partner's age. So someone may either feel too young to date, too old to date, or you have issues with a partner because of their age. There could be age issues between you and a partner. Okay, there's no such thing as being too young. Well, yes it is. I feel like if your frontal lobe is not fully developed, you probably should stay out of dating, you know, or as far as trying to get into anything serious until, you know, your mind is fully developed and you are aware, you know, more aware. Okay. But someone might feel like they might be too old, or maybe you feel like the person that you're dating is too young or too old for you, or someone who wants to date you is too young or too old for you. Okay. Criticizing is here. Criticizing says criticizing your partner is driving them away. Focus on their good qualities. I don't know if this is someone older criticizing someone younger or someone younger criticizing someone older. But criticism is pushing someone away in a commitment. Okay. Now, for some, this could be verbal abuse. Someone constantly feeling judged and criticized. Okay. I don't know if this is like for their age, for what? We have fear, loss here. Fear of loss. You are afraid of losing someone or being abandoned. Take a chance. Now, for some, someone could be in a relationship. Okay. And someone could be afraid of losing someone or being abandoned. So someone could have fear of abandonment wounds. Holding on to a commitment is definitely giving me this chaser energy. Whoever's in chaser energy, always chasing. or being the one chased? Question mark. You must be willing to commit to one person. I feel like you must be willing to commit to one person has to do with someone who's been running from the connection, the one who's always being chased. Someone who's chasing is afraid of losing someone or being abandoned, but they need to take a risk or a chance because they could be getting abused, tolerating abuse in a situation. Okay, where love sucks. You have to stop. You have stopped believing in love. Let yourself heal. Someone needs to take time to really heal. Maybe practice self-love. Okay. Let's see. For the collective spirit. Too old to start over. Maybe you have to start over, but not to find love. Not too old to date or find love. I mean, if you're happy with the choice of being single and you're really fulfilled with being with yourself, I feel like that's the main purpose, you know, when it comes to these life lessons, is to learn how to live with yourself, to love yourself enough to know that, you know, being with anybody else or having anything else is an addition. You know, you should be pleased with oneself. Like, it's nothing wrong with that. Like, that should be the goal, is to be so in love with yourself that it doesn't matter what you have in life. You know, you're still going to be pleased with self, with life. But this energy is definitely giving me someone who prayed their way out of a situation, found their worth. Someone could be afraid to commit into love, and I mean not committing, but getting into love, and it could have to do with heartbreak pain. Maybe they're still healing from abuse, healing from a runner chaser dynamic, healing from, you know, being in a relationship where they feel like love sucks. And I don't know if someone's like in a new connection and there's issues with age and criticism, and someone now feels like they fear losing this situation, but I feel like there's a lesson in it. Okay, not compatible is behind that. Not compatible is behind fear of loss. Not compatible says don't really believe they're a match for you. Have an open mind. I don't know. Someone being closed-minded or feeling like someone's not compatible could have them indecisive. We have indecision, not compatible. Maybe you feel like someone's not compatible because of age. I don't know if this is you criticizing someone, but criticizing says criticizing your partner is driving them away. Focus on the good qualities. Someone needs to focus on the good qualities and not the bad things, being pessimistic about things. Because someone could feel like they're not compatible, but maybe you are. Okay. Changing them, trying to change someone never works. Accept them for who they are or move on. Something about you accepting someone for who they are. And this could be two totally different scenarios. You just take what resonates for you, gang. Okay. But something about age being an issue. Someone fear of losing a connection with somebody, but someone else feeling like they're not compatible, and it could be because of the age. Okay. It has someone indecisive about a connection because they may feel like they might not be a match because of the age difference. Could also be just because someone is just in fear of being hurt, because it's kind of taking me back to that first read where someone's making excuses. Someone's trying to make excuses to why something won't work when really it could work. You just have to stop thinking about the negative things about this relationship and start looking at the positive. Okay, now if you feel like the bad is outweighing the good, you know, and it's becoming more of a negative experience where it's not going to add value to the connection, then let it go. But I mean, you have to also give someone a chance and not allow the fear of being hurt or, you know, being abused or the fear of someone's age get in the way. Because someone is trying to hold on, but whoever this is who's trying to hold on could feel like another is driving them away because they're always focused on the negative instead of focusing on the good qualities of the partnership. Okay. For the collective spirit, what does the collective need to know? Yeah, I mean, it's good to explore. They say it's best to fit around your age. You know, you just have to find someone who's still, I mean, in that mentality, or, you know, who aligns with that. Because you can meet someone your age and they be real childish, but then you meet someone younger and they a little bit more mature. Then it depends, you know, on the age range too. I guess. I mean, when you grown, you grown. You know. But at the same time, when you're from different generations, you know, how can y'all be compatible? Y'all come from different eras. Like, I don't know. I mean, you could learn from each other's, you know, eras, experiences. But one person, if they're older, they don't live that experience too. I don't know. It's hard to explain. Hey, you guys. For the collective spirit, what does the collective needs to know? I'm about to finish this up because my baby girl wants to go and take a trip today. So I told her we'll do something nice today since she's been in the house and stuff. Okay. The bottom of that, we have the Temperance card. Spirit is saying be patient. Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. When it comes to you attracting a King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, this is wish fulfillment. Sagittarius energy here. Spirit is saying you're going to need to be patient. We have the King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Someone is invested. Divine Masculine. Who's going to take a leap of faith? Okay. This could be someone who wants to get to know you. Who's listening, who's observing. Okay. We have the Nine of Wands. Yeah, someone overthinking and being in a negative headspace has them really guarded. But this is a Ace of Pentacles, a new opportunity, an opportunity to build something solid. But Spirit is saying take your time. Okay, this is a new chapter. Don't overthink it. Don't allow pessimism to have you in your head. Really guarded towards someone. Like someone wants to get to know you. Okay, let's see. For the collective, we have the Page of Swords. Finding out information, vetting. Someone's trying to find out more information about you. This is someone who wants you to let your guard down. Okay. We have the Page of Pentacles. Oh, you could be still grieving something of the past where you were breadcrumbs. This cycle could be getting closed. But I feel that's what has you in like a pessimistic space with the Moon card. When it comes to an opportunity, I see a big opportunity. But maybe you've seen something as a big opportunity before. But you ended up getting breadcrumbs. But Spirit is saying find out more information. Maybe just talk to someone about your boundaries as they get to know you. So that you won't end up getting breadcrumbs and disappointed. Because this is a new chapter for you. You just can't allow pessimism to get in the way. For the collective spirit, trust your intuition with the High Priestess here. Pisces, Cancer energy when it comes to you being patient and trusting in divine timing. Find out more information. Be patient in the connection. Really get to know someone. Take your time. You don't have to let your guard all the way down, but it's almost giving me like just let it down a little bit and be patient with someone who wants to get to know you. Maybe someone's being patient with you if they realize that your guard is up really high. For the collective spirit, we have the Two of Cups and Divine Feminine. But someone here sees your worth. They feel like you're very temperate. Very intuitive with the High Priestess here. Okay, someone who is beautiful inside and out. Someone's not just looking at your physical beauty with the Queen of Wands. Maybe someone of the past only was looking at the physical beauty. But someone could be looking at your inner beauty. They feel like you're very temperate. You're very patient. You're very intuitive, maybe very calm. Or you've been very calm and patient with this person. Okay. Two of Cups. This is someone who wants to learn more about what you want in a relationship. But not in a way where they can hurt you. I feel like this is someone who wants to have a balanced, harmonious connection with the Two of Cups here. This is what they're manifesting with the Magician card here. Virgo, Gemini energy. But someone's feeling weighed down by rejection wounds. They could be learning about this. Maybe that's what someone has been suppressing. Rejection or abandonment wounds. We have the Knight of Swords, but I do see someone staying focused. when it comes to them recognizing what could be creating a blockage. So someone here is realizing how their emotions from a past situation could be affecting. It's almost giving me the same energy, gang. How their emotions could be affecting something currently. Like have them in a negative headspace about something currently that's coming in. But I see someone being patient with you. I don't know if this is someone who sees that you're still healing. Okay, or you're going to see this about someone else. But someone could have like trust issues because they've been played in the past. Yeah, played in the past, the Knight of Wands in reverse. You be learning how to be more patient when it comes to connections too, because of something that may have been rushed. The Knight of Wands in reverse is someone who comes in hot, fast, impulsive, makes impulsive, reckless decisions, or, you know, do something recklessly. Like someone could have came in. It could have felt like reckless love in the past with an ex. For some, it was reckless sex. Okay. But I feel like this experience helped you to learn about not rushing into situations, because maybe that's why your guard is up too. You just need to take your time. Take your time. Be patient with yourself, because you could also be in the process of healing. We have the Page of Cups, Seven of Pentacles. And you've been receiving signs and synchronicities about something that's going to be well worth your time coming in. But I feel like you're allowing doubt and fear to get in the way because of you being invested with someone who was like in a player energy in the past. And you could be receiving signs and synchronicities about this too. We have the Eight of Pentacles, but I see you working on that. So if it was you, you could be working on maybe even apologizing to yourself for dealing with a situation where you didn't see your worth. Okay. You could be accepting the situation for what it is of the past, but it's almost giving me like you're still working through doubts and fears that may come up in a connection. But I feel like it's your past that has you guarded towards this King of Pentacles. This Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, doesn't have to be. Or this is a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn who feels like a feminine, a divine feminine is being guarded towards them. But this is someone who wants to commit. This person could also be healing from a past situation. Ugh. The Chariot card flipped out. It was in a challenging position, but it just flipped out in reverse. I feel like you're still working through some confliction and confusion where something wasn't going anywhere. Two. Yeah, you're working on this confliction and confusion so that you can close out this cycle. I feel like the confliction and confusion is just you being pessimistic about love. You may not have the same passion or drive for love that you have before. And it could be because you dealt with player energies where you were really invested in connection and people played. And it's like you know that you're worthy more of that, but you're still being pessimistic towards love. And for you to be able to embrace this new beginning in love, this opportunity that's coming in, you're going to have to take accountability for, I feel like, your hurt, your pain, to heal that. Because you don't want to end up sabotaging, I feel like, with a new soulmate collective. With this love sucks here. Now, I don't know if this new soulmate is someone like with an age difference. And you're the one making excuses to why you think things aren't going to go anywhere. The Spirit is saying you're going to have to work on like the rejection wounds or the abandonment wounds that has you like, it's almost giving me like nitpicking. 3 of Wands. And in distant horizon, I'm seeing something that could last long term with a lover. This could be a current lover. But there's blockages that need to be cleared. Or there's a lover that's coming in, but there's blockages that need to be cleared. I feel like for some, majority of it is emotional blockages. You having a wall up. You having a fear of you getting hurt or abandoned or abused. Because not everyone is out to hurt you. Yeah, what's been stressing you out is like a betrayal. Some of y'all could still be holding on to the trauma or the traumatic experience that has happened to you where you gotten played. The Spirit has been showing you signs on what it is that you need to work on. Whether that's trust issues, you fearing letting someone in. Okay, it's being illuminated to you so that you can start this new beginning. Okay, and I feel like it's going to be a solid love offer that's coming in. You're receiving guidance. Spirit is trying to help you to move on, move forward from a stressful situation that caused you maybe a bit of trauma. I'm also seeing you getting an ease of mind and staying focused. I don't know if you were like in your head about a traumatic experience, which also had your wall up and really guarded towards someone. But whatever information that you're going to find out, I feel like it's going to have to do with you and what has you have this wall up, this guard up towards someone new that could be coming in, or someone that new that you already have met that has already come in. And it has something to do with an experience where you experienced heavy trauma, betrayal. 10 of Swords. There were a lot of stress, anxiety. It's almost giving me like you rather keep your distance from people that have to deal with stress, anxiety, you know, go through a traumatic experience again. Okay, but Spirit's trying to ease your mind of this because, I don't know. It's almost giving me like someone not wanting to be lonely but feeling lonely. Making it seem as if a lone wolf is their thing, you know, being a loner. And I mean, you really could be a loner, but even a loner needs somebody. Okay, and there's the King of Pentacles here who plans to have a successful 10 of Cups with you. Fulfillment, happiness, bliss. Okay. Someone who wants to celebrate with you. Now, I don't know, again, if this it has to do with the age difference. For some, you might just feel like this person is attracted to you. To your beauty. But I feel like it's more than just that. I feel like that's almost giving me like you projecting your own trauma or an experience or how someone made you feel in a past experience onto someone new. And you need to be mindful of that. Especially with criticizing. Criticizing your partner is driving them away. And it's almost giving me like that comparison card too that I have in here. Like someone could feel like you're trying to compare them to someone of the past. Or you could be comparing a situation of the past to someone of the present. And you need to see the person, the new person, for who they are and not criticize them. Because you could be seeing from a lens of hurt. Okay. One more for the collective spirit. Yeah, and I mean, if you need to take time out to just focus, you know, on what it is that you need to heal, then do so. You know, just let it be open with someone that you're not ready for a relationship, if that's what it is. If you feel like, you know, you need more time alone so that you can, you know, continue to pray, heal, you know, meditate, discover more about what it is that you want out of relationships, that's fine. Especially if you find yourself nitpicking or feel like you're settling, or you feel like someone's trying to change you, or if someone feels like you're trying to change them because they're not compatible, because all that is significant too. Okay. Yeah, and it has something to do with like rejection wounds or abandonment wounds someone struggles with that they need to go within about. Virgo energy, death card, Scorpio energy, and change and heal from. And it has something to do with the past that someone's going to get a reality check about so that they could be able to receive even reciprocity Okay. Yeah, because I'm seeing the King of Cups here. Love. Someone wondering if you're single because they want to manifest a new beginning in love. Okay. I'm also seeing a karmic feeling way down about you finding love. And I don't know if this is a weight that you're feeling as well. Like you feel like this weight of giving your love to someone else when you've been waiting on this person to give you love. I don't know, but I see opportunity for mutual love. Okay. Someone having toxic emotions around love, negative feelings around love, and needing to change the perspective around love. And this is someone who's loving. I feel like one of their strengths is the fact that they're really loving. With the Strength card, the Queen of Cups here, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Leo energy, one of their strengths is how loving they are. But heartbreak is what has them indecisive about someone that maybe you're getting clarity about, or that you're going to get some type of clarity about. I feel like it's heartbreak of the past that has you indecisive about someone. It's not them. I mean, and maybe it could be an issue with the age. I don't know. But I feel like maybe you're just nitpicking on the age because, I don't know, you're trying to find an excuse to why, I don't know, this isn't the one. But for some, this could be a soulmate. And you have to just kind of, I don't know, stop being so critical or judgmental. Or this person needs to stop being so critical or judgmental towards you. And I mean, if the age gap is really an issue for you, I'm not saying stay in it. You know, if you feel like the age thing is an issue for you, then you have other soulmates that's going to be out here. Because maybe you really aren't compatible with this person. And that's why it has you so indecisive, you know. And you don't want someone feeling like they're changing for you, or they're having to change for, or changing for you, or you're having to change for them to appease someone in a relationship. Because someone's feeling like that. Like someone's trying to change another because of the past. Something having to do with the past. Okay, accept them as they are or move on. So accept someone as they are or move on. If you feel like y'all aren't compatible, the age is too risky for you or whatever, or you feel like it's just too much, you know, wait patiently until the love that you desire comes. Okay, but I feel like this is a relationship to mirror something to you. And it can have to do with some wounds. Maybe how you've been holding on to hurt, or, you know, being afraid of being hurt. Because it's not even giving me like you're bitter, holding on to bitterness and hurt. It's giving me like you're holding on to the fear of getting hurt. Collective. All right. Anyway, though, gang, I hope this gave you the insight and the clarity that you need. I know it's been a minute since I have done a live read, and I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Alrighty, I will be back to doing the regular schedule for the readings this week. I know it's been kind of crazy because I've been having family stuff to deal with on top of baby being sick. Okay, so I really appreciate you guys' patience and support and love, and I will see you guys next time.